Yako, you better take that back. Immediately. What is up, my fellow readers? It is time for Higurashi. Am I late? No. You're good. You show up just on time. Because it's time to finish chapter 6. Yeah. We're doing it's chapter 6. We left off just in the middle of the big battle because I had to go. But we're gonna finish all the way to the end today. Satoko, everyone stood up and cheered. Everyone clapped. That's where we left off. That's exactly where we left off. Ignore all the bad things that happened until this point. They're having a whole lot of fun right now. Ignore everything. Satoko and some of her classmates cheered Keiichi on. But there were some who were cheering for Rena too. Okay, I find that completely unbelievable. There is no one in their right mind who would cheer for Rena at this point after what she did to them. There is no way any of them would cheer for Rena. I'm just saying. Like, they went through a traumatic experience like 10 minutes ago. To them, this was no longer a fight to the death. It was just the second round of their water gun battle. That was in the past! Get over it! A club activity is a club activity, and a game is a game. This was just the second round, so nobody would die. Or would they? Even though they had real weapons. Nobody thought they would get hurt. Rika wasn't cheering. She was just looking up at the rooftop. She's the only one who took it seriously.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Rika thought to herself. She thought Keiichi could win. Not just against Rena. Rika thought Keiichi could even destroy the walls of the maze of tragedies that had no exit. What are the snipers doing? The suspect is trying to harm the hostage. Oh my god. Fire immediately! As Otaka yelled into the radio, Mion screamed for him to stop. No! Don't shoot Rena! Ren isn't crazy anymore, even though she's literally attacking him as we speak. She isn't who she was earlier. That's a different Rena, so please don't shoot her. What do you mean she's different? Look! She's swinging around that weapon! She's trying to kill him! Unless we shoot her down, the hostage is in danger. No, no! Don't shoot Rena! If you shoot Rena, Kei-chan will kill you for sure. And then we'll have 2 murderers. I can guarantee it. Why would he kill me? They aren't trying to kill each other, as they literally say that they were trying to kill each other earlier, so. They're just having fun creating sparks. Can't you see? Kei-chan is talking to her too. He's telling her that they're equal. That means she could trust him more than anyone. Kei-chan will wake Rena up. No, he's already waking her up. Rena's nightmare is almost over.
Keiichi-kun, you're the best. I don't even want to kill you anymore.
Oh, that's nice.
A world without you would be so boring.
Huh, thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. So what's gonna happen to the world then, huh? Aren't aliens trying to invade it? Yeah, now she sees how stupid that is.
You know, I don't think I even care about aliens or parasites anymore. If the world is going to perish, go ahead and perish. Who cares about the conspiracy of the 3 families anyway?
That's right, even if a meteor hits the Earth tomorrow.
Nothing could be more fun than this moment.
How wholesome. Hey, aren't you supposed to die tonight due to some poison? You sure don't look like you only have a few hours left to live.
That's right, I completely forgot about that. I'm supposed to claw out my own throat and die tonight.
Hey, that's the scenario you came up with, don't forget. Come on, scratch your throat once in a while at least. Hey, I know. It doesn't itch anymore, does it? It definitely doesn't. This is more fun than scratching your throat could ever be.
Yeah, this dance of ours is really is way more fun.
Wished it would never end. But my body was screaming. I was breathing hard and felt dizzy from lack of oxygen. My upper body felt as light as a piece of paper, as if even a slight breeze could take me away. Really had been a blast, but I needed to end it soon. Felt the same sadness as in the water gun fight. Back then it had been declared a draw. I wonder what will happen this time.
Who knows? But one thing is for certain.
What?
I love doing this with you.
Me too! I jumped backwards and slammed the roof with my bat. Sound was as intense as a huge drum. And the noise woke up the people who were captivated by our fight. Silence returned, and the chorus of Higurashi filled the air. Okay, let's pause for a moment.
Sure. Let's end this with one more strike.
Started to move slowly and increase the distance between us. Everyone realized it. This fight was ending very soon. Okay, this is it. I'm gonna ask you one more time.
What is it?
Hey, you're betting something on this, right? Isn't that why you were fighting?
I did? Sorry, I forgot.
You're hopeless. Okay, listen carefully. If I win, you'll become my personal maid and serve me every day. You have to introduce me to others as your master. Oh, God.
My uniform better be cute.
Of course it will. There'll be a variety of uniforms ranging from old-fashioned ones to ones that are a little dangerous. Oh my God. They'll be custom made so they'll fit you perfectly. How about that?
My goodness. I don't intend to lose, but that could be fun somehow.
If you win, Rena. Or if you win, Rena. I paused for a moment. You win, I'll believe your stories. Rena was happy until just a moment ago. That expression was suddenly wiped from her face. Aliens are invading the Earth, and we have parasites in our brains. Sonozaki family is pulling the strings. They're researching the parasites in secret, and the aliens will be in control of the world starting tomorrow. I'll believe in that. Also, since you're dying tonight, I'll make sure that you go peacefully, so don't worry.
It's not fun if I win, is it? Your reward sounds a lot more fun, Keiichi-kun.
Well, what can I do? You did all this because of what I just said, right?
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, I almost forgot.
Rena smiled sadly for a moment, but soon that expression was wiped off her face too. I'm gonna win no matter what. I want my personal maid.
Boo boo, it's not fun if I win.
Then do you want to change it? What do you want? Finally, Rena smiled happily again. Have they cried yet? The Higurashi have cried once or twice, but I think this chapter is going to end happily, actually. So, the Higurashi are crying right now! Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. How's it going? Long time no see. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. The breeze dried our sweat. It was a good feeling. We no longer went crazy, even with the moon out. We could finally enjoy the coolness of the evening. It'd be so nice if we could just lie down our backs and gaze at the moon. Still smiling a little, Rena spoke.
I want the same reward as yours, Keiichi-kun.
What? You want me to be your maid? That's something.
You don't have to be my maid, but the rest is the same. I want you to say good morning to me every morning and good night every night. I want you to treat me well and let me play around all the time. I guess no matter who wins, we'll always be together.
We'll be together, but the one who gets the special treatment is different. Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Hee hee. Why am I fighting with someone I like so much?
I don't know. Why are we on the rooftop? Why did we even come up here in the first place?
I don't know. I forgot. Maybe we're both airheads. That's why we floated up here.
Yep, we're airhead buddies.
We're buddies, alright. They're so silly. They're so silly. Well then, shall we get started? I don't want to cool down too much.
You're right. We better finish this up before it gets too cold.
We raided our weapons and took our stances.
I was going to suggest that we stop this. I really was.
Shook my head slowly.
No, we have to finish this. Otherwise it won't end. Our fight won't end. We can't quit. We have to bring it to an end.
This isn't right. Also that no matter who wins or loses, there will be no reward.
Even if that happens?
Wait, wrong person. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I shook my head slowly. Yeah, no, we have to finish this. She says that. Yeah, she says, no, we have to finish this. And then he says, even if that happens, we shouldn't hate each other. So I'm going to tell you this now.
What?
It was fun.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Rena, even if one of us dies, we'll see each other again. And when we do,
we'll have fun in a normal way. We'll laugh together in a normal way.
Whoa! Whoa, hold on. Hold on, whoa. Oh my god.
And we'll fall in love in a normal way. We won't doubt each other. We'll trust each other. And we'll meet again, right? For sure, right?
Yes, for sure. Tears appeared in Rena's eyes. I noticed I was about to break down too. Okay. Are you ready? There was no signal. We stepped forward at the same time. Our shadows jumped in the moonlight. We were fighting so viciously earlier, but now it was like we were moving very slowly. Must have looked like a shadow play. Everyone was watching the shadows dance. Then the shadow hit my metal bat violently. As a result, I let go of it. The metal bat bounced once on the roof, then rolled down to the schoolyard. I had lost my weapon. It was Rena's chance. Of course, she wouldn't miss. I was laying flat on the roof, and Rena got on top of me. Oh my god. Rena's knees were holding down my arms. There was no way for me to fight back. The moon was divided into two. The shadow of Rena's hatchet had split the moon right down the middle. This was the end. Shit, that was good. Can't even pull my arms away.
Hey, Keiichi-kun, it's over, right?
Not yet. It's not over until you swing down your hatchet.
I don't wanna.
Huh?
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Rena's arms were still raised, but tears were pouring down from her eyes. What happened? What went wrong? Oh, she's saying this.
What happened? What went wrong? I loved everyone and I trusted everyone. When did I start to doubt them? I don't know why I'm doing this to you. I don't know. Why? Why am I doing this to people I love so much?
You realized it. You realized it in this world.
I can't believe myself. Every day was so much fun, but why? Why? I didn't have any complaints. I didn't worry about anything. So why did I try to destroy everything with my own two hands?
Rena, you're incredible. After I killed you and Mion, I didn't realize I had done anything wrong. So I left a note and called Oishi-san. I still believed that someone else was at fault. Until, even after I was dead. I didn't even notice I had sinned. How sad it was to kill my friends because of a little misunderstanding, even when they were trying to help me. And how painful it was not to realize it was a sin. Therefore, you're amazing, Rena. You didn't kill any of your friends. You came to your senses before you committed a sin. You're incredible, Rena. Just incredible. You're totally different from me. Rena stood up slowly and lowered her hatchet.
I hurt my friend. I hurt Mi-chan.
Just apologize to her. Personally, I appreciate that the wounds will help me tell the twins apart. Oh my god. Not sure if this is the right place to joke about things. Again, because, everything still happened. She is going to go to jail for a long time. Unless she can probably claim insanity. 100% she probably could.
I've already killed.
Oh wait, I've already killed.
Huh? No, you haven't. Who did you kill?
Oh. I see, yeah.
Rin Mamma Mia.
Rina.
Pepe Hojo.
Ah, those two.
I thought it was right to kill them. But the day I killed them, the world started to go crazy. Did that mean that it was wrong to kill them?
I don't know if it was right or wrong, but it wasn't the best thing you could have done. It wasn't the best thing you could have done. Hold on. Killing people is wrong? What? Oh my god.
What do you mean, the best thing?
Don't you know? I grabbed Rena's head and embraced her. And I told her something so simple. It was so simple that anyone could think of it. But Rena didn't do it. I didn't do it either, back then. If you're in danger, or you feel like doubting others or something sad happens, it was so simple. Then you should talk to your friends. Oh. Guys, did you know talking to your friends is actually a good thing? And that you shouldn't maybe do crazy stuff without consulting somebody first? Maybe don't make major life decisions completely on your own? Maybe get a second opinion sometimes? Oh my god!
That's right. You're right. Oh.
Rena cried in my arms for a while. She cried about the wrong choice she made at the very beginning. The choice couldn't have been hard to see. Sure, it was something that was within her grasp. How stupid it was to worry about it by herself. She had friends. She had friends whom she trusted. Why did she think she couldn't talk to her friends about it?
I was wrong. Why didn't I talk about it? Everyone trusted me, so why didn't I trust them?
I was the same way before. So I won't laugh at you. But you realized it. You realized it a lot sooner than I did. We will trust each other. We will never doubt our friends. We will rely on each other. We will talk to each other and help each other. That's why friends are always happy, and why we can endure anything together. Okay, Rena. Why don't we respond to the curtain call? This is really the end of everything. Except it's not, because there are 2 more chapters.
What do you mean by curtain call? What do you mean?
Well, I was just talking to myself. Come on. We stood up together, holding hands. The moon was hanging behind us. When I nodded, Rena threw away her hatchet. It disappeared into the darkness below. And I spoke to the audience in hell, the demons who weren't expecting this ending. It's proclaiming victory. It's all for tonight. We overcame this tragedy. We'll never doubt each other again. We'll be united forever. No matter what disaster might befall us, don't think we'll ever yield. Who cares about tragedy? Who cares about disaster? Even if the script is written by demons, we'll tear the whole thing to pieces. Oh my god, the music. Oh my god, no way. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Servid! The forest Servid! Survived. Minor spelling mistake! Okay. The incident at the Forest Service Field Office in Hinamizawa. Date of event midday, June 25th, the 58th year of the Showa era. Location, Hinamizawa, Shishibone City, Chome, right? Inside the Forest Service Field Office. Summary. On June 25th, the suspect, Ryugu Reina, broke into the Forest Service Field Office in Hinamizawa. She forced her way into the classroom of a local school housed within the office complex and proceeded to take 25 people hostage. Suspects scattered around a large quantity of gasoline, held the school hostage for over 7 hours. The situation remained in a deadlock for some time, but at 1845, several hostages resisted and fled from the building. At the same time, a special unit from the Osaka Police Department 2nd Riot Division arrived on the scene. 24 of the hostages were safely rescued. The remaining hostage fled to the roof, and after a brief pursuit, the suspect engaged him in close combat. At 1910, she agreed to disarm and surrender, freeing the final hostage. Casualties? 4. All minor injuries. Casualties means deaths. Okay. Details follow. Sonozaki Mion, she was captured by the suspect around noon that day. She escaped at 1845 and was taken to safety. The suspect inflicted minor injuries on her during the fight. Rude Rika. She was captured by the suspect around noon that day. She escaped at 1845 and was taken to safety. The suspect inflicted minor injuries on her. Okay, just same things. Hojo Satoko and Keiichi Maibara at 1910. He received minor injuries when he engaged in combat with the suspect. Crazy. Casualties wounds as well. Oh, yeah, I did not know that. Regarding the arrest, Ryugu Reina. She disarmed and surrendered to the police at 1910 and was subsequently arrested. She was taken to the Okinomiya police station and questioned. She admitted to the outline given above. Wow. There has been some dispute about the accountability of the suspect during the crime, but after subjecting her to a psychiatric examination, the prosecution determined the suspect is fully accountable for her actions. Wow. That's crazy. The defense is in direct opposition to this and has submitted their own psychiatric examination report denying the suspect's accountability. The trial is currently in session. What? What do you mean the trial is currently in session? No, it's not. It's been like 60 years. What do you mean? It's currently in session. I know trials take a while, but that's ridiculous. Oh my god. That's great. Yeah, in day-to-day language, it's death, but in military terms, it's dead and wounded. Gotcha. Fatality is death. Casualty is death or wounded, I guess.
Higurashi, when they cry, cry. Tsumihoroboshi. The end.
What an ending. That was probably the best, most wholesome ending we've ever gotten so far. No, this is Meikashi. No, it's not. Meikashi's number 5. It says Tsumihoroboshi right in the top. Well, you can't see it because it's in the browser, but... Nice.
The scenario jump mode has been unlocked.
What? This game features a scenario jump mode. You may replay any scenario you've unlocked from the start menu on the main screen. Okay. Why? The tips reading room has been locked. You can now read the tips you've obtained thus far. To read them, select extra on the title menu, and pick up the read all tips option. Cool. Boing. The staff room has been unlocked. This is a thank you message for purchasing the game. To go there, select extra on the title menu to pick staff room. Okay, we're gonna do all those things. You've received a new tips in the Demon's script. Alright. That was fun. That was fun. I'll be honest, I think it was a bit anticlimactic. I think it was a bit anticlimactic, but I get it. I get where it came from. I get the conclusion on why it ended the way it did. I just feel like I don't know. It felt a little off to me. Like, I don't know. I think it could have been explained a little better. Like when Rena was coming out of it. I feel like it could have been done a little better, but I feel like that scene went on too long without saying anything. Like, if they put in like little breaks of character in between it, of her coming out of it, rather than just her coming out of it at the end, you know? Of her like questioning it maybe. But I don't know. I could definitely see it happening, you know, because they are kids. But I don't know. I guess I didn't feel it was super realistic, considering how realistic the rest of it was. But that's the only gripe I have about it. It was really good though. I liked it a lot. Omake. Where's extras? I don't freaking have extras. Extras is omake, I guess. Okay, we're gonna look at the rest of the tips. Which I think is just the demon's script. The 17th year of the Heisei era, early summer, 2005! Let's go! Oh my god, I love going in the future. I love going to the future. Oh my god. The car began to rattle as the road turned from asphalt to gravel. The cry of the cicadas seeped through the tightly shut windows. Most people would open their car windows and let the natural air in, along with the sounds of the cicadas. But people were also spoiled. He'd rather keep himself cool with the air conditioning turned to max than listen to the sounds of nature. Oh my god, he has air conditioning in his car! Is this Oishi or is this Keiichi finally with air conditioning? Usually it was the rainy season at this time of the year. But this June, summer had already come without any rain. Just like how the weather was on that day, 20 years ago. The air around this area is just as clear as I remember it. Yeah, the winds are cool and the sunshine is bright. This place could have become a World Heritage Site like the village in Gifu. What a waste. Thanks to that, there are no irritating tourists around here. See, that makes it much better. Why do tourists forget about pedestrian traffic laws when they're in rural areas? Dude, they can't even say that about this place anymore in real life because of freaking Higurashi popularizing it. They walk in the middle of the road, you know? Akasaka senpai, do you still do stuff outdoors? Oh. Ah. Not as much as I used to. My job doesn't give me much free time. Ha 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 ha. Same here. Oh, hey. There he is. The other man noticed and waved his hand before anyone in the car could honk the horn. The man was a young fellow on a motorcycle with a big backpack on his shoulders. It looked like he was ready to go camping. Akasaka and his partners stepped out of the car and shook hands with the young man. Captain! It's good to see you again. Who? Oh my god, who? Yo! How have you been doing lately? Well, I hope? You can take it easy today. This is Akasaka-senpai. He took care of me back in college. Hello, my name is Akasaka. Oishi was supposed to come today, but he had to go for a medical checkup at the last minute. Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's an honor, sir! So, Akasaka-senpai. Yeah, I'm just making sure I read the name right. Where shall we go first? His name was Mamoru Akasaka. He was a veteran detective from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. Despite the fact that he was close to his retirement, he hadn't lost his clear instinct and sharp eyes at all. Those eyes showed the confidence he'd built through many risky experiences, and he had a well-built, muscular body and a fearless aura. He must have fought against many violent criminals. His connection to Hinamizawa went back almost 30 years, all the way to 1978. He was in the Public Safety Division in the Metropolitan Police Department. He came to Hinamizawa to investigate a kidnapping case of the grandson of Inugai, the then Minister of Construction. There, he met Oishi and Rika Furude. Rika Furude predicted her own death. Akasaka... Yep. Oh my god. Akasaka regretted for the rest of his life that he couldn't save that little girl from her fate. Okay, hold on. What happened to chapter 4 again? Rika didn't die, did she? Nipa, I'm gonna die. I don't remember. How did she die in chapter 4? So all I really remember is the kidnapping and the saving of the kidnapping. Or is this us figuring out that she died? I don't know. Saw the news of the great Hinamizawa disaster on TV and met up again with Oishi. Oh! Wait. No, we're figuring it out. Hold on. They pledged to uncover the mystery of both the cruel fate that fell upon the little girl and the series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa. Unfortunately, Hinamizawa was sealed off for a long time. The great Hinamizawa disaster was the gas leak that killed everyone, right? In chapter 3, wasn't it? What the heck? What do you mean? There's freaking crossing over happening? What the heck is happening? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, hi. As a result, all Akasaka and Oishi could do for that past 20 years was publish the little information they'd gathered, and ask for the readers to send their tips and clues. But recently, the seal on Hinamizawa had finally been lifted. However, they couldn't come to Hinamizawa until today due to Akasaka's busy work schedule and Oishi's poor health. So what freaking time is this taking place in? Because it obviously is not this chapter. It's either chapter 4 or chapter 3. Or chapter 4 and chapter 3 happen at the same time. I don't know. Or the Great Hinamizawa disaster happens in all of the timelines, which it doesn't actually. In fact, Oishi was supposed to come with Akasaka. He was called in for an emergency health checkup, right? A time in the storyline, duh. Yeah, okay. The other two came along were Akasaka's juniors from university. One worked at the ground SDF, and the other was his subordinate. They were assigned to the mission of sealing off Hinamizawa, so they were quite knowledgeable about the village. Akasaka took out a scrapbook from his bag. The corners of the scrapbook were all dented, making it look very old. Uh-oh, these are those scrapbooks. Akasaka flipped through the pages, thought for a second, and let them know his first destination. Alright, please take me to Onigafchi Swamp. No problem. Right this way, sir. The young man got on his bike and waited for the others to get back to their car. They honked at each other to signal that they were ready, and the young man led the car to the swamp. Dumb Stever can't even put together the obvious, shut up. Oh my god. Heading through the forest, they came to an open area where the ground was covered by concrete. There wasn't even a single drop of water in sight. All the water of the swamp had been replaced by concrete. That was what Onigafushi's swamp looked like now. There isn't even a single drop of water, let alone a swamp. I was told that they sealed the swamp right after the disaster. The place was already encased in concrete by the time I arrived here for my mission. Let's go down there and take a closer look. Akasaka got out of the car and walked to the center of the concrete-filled swamp. It wasn't a parking lot or a heliport. It was just a huge, empty, concrete space right in the middle of the forest. So, this is the place people say was a landing spot for UFOs. Really? I've never heard of that. Well, that's what they write on occult websites. They say that this is the place where our government met with aliens. Can't blame them for such rumors. Though because an empty concrete space in the middle of a forest sure does look weird. Volcanic gas erupted from this swamp in June 1983. The deadly mixture of hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide engulfed and destroyed Hinamizawa in a single night. The village was sealed off, and the SDF covered the swamp with concrete. The earth farted, shut up. Oh my god. That's so stupid. Oh my god. But the people who write those rumors on the internet actually have a point. Any geologist could tell you that covering a source of volcanic gas with concrete is absolutely useless. That's true. Never heard of anyone trying to prevent a volcano from erupting by pouring concrete into its crater. On the other hand, our country is known for wasteful construction using the taxpayers' money. That's crazy. That's crazy. Lately, people who love things like supernatural phenomena and UFOs write on the internet about the Great Hinamizawa disaster. Well, it's known by now that the cause of the disaster was an eruption of deadly volcanic gas from a magma chamber. In 1986, a similar disaster occurred at Lake Nyos in Cameroon, Africa. So people easily believe that such a rare natural disaster could occur anywhere on Earth. And that was what... Why? Why would you say that? Oh my god. Stop! 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 Oh my god. It could happen anywhere on Earth, which means the Earth has multiple butts. Multiple booty holes. Plugging one up isn't gonna do anything. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it's fine. Yep. However, a rumor about another possible explanation began to fly around on the internet recently. They say that disaster was a cover-up by the government, and that it was actually a biochemical terrorist attack by aliens. Why had such a rumor begun to spread? Oh my god, I need to stop thinking about it. You guys just went so far. Why had such a rumor begun to spread now? They claim to back up the... Stop. Yeah, you broke me over a freaking booty hole joke. Good job. Good job. They claim to back up the theory with a secret document known as File Number 34. Someone online named it File Number 34 for descriptive purposes, but the name spread and stuck since then because it sounded like a government conspiracy. People loved it. Where is the other hole? No! No! There's a freaking Sarlacc pit. Isn't it? Sure. It's unknown how or from where they obtained those documents, but they posted scans and pictures which were all ridiculous. Plus, more fake evidence was produced over time, so now even the existence of such documents are in doubt. File number 34 deserves a bit more explanation. However, since it started on the internet, truths and lies are all mixed together. It's become more like an urban legend. So, this is what is believed to be mostly true, yeah. File number 34 was a notebook written by a nurse named Mio Takano who worked at a local clinic in Hinamizawa. while number 34 was most likely named after her. Mio, I get it. Me as in 3, yo as in 4. This woman was a researcher who studied the demon myth of Hinamizawa and tried to solve what it meant. Contents of this notebook state that she prophesied the great Hinamizawa disaster of 1983. She did? According to her research, a UFO crash-landed in Hinamizawa a long time ago and sunk into Onigafushi Swamp. The UFO carried parasitic bacteria from space and they began to infect the locals. Witch! yeah, literally. She died for it, so I mean, she got what she freaking deserved, right? You got the name joke, I'm proud. Well, I do know a bit of Japanese, so... The infected villagers began to behave extremely violently, so much so that they were fit for the word demon. Mio Takano insisted that this was the explanation for the myth about demons pouring out of the swamp. An alien who survived the crash realized that the Earthlings had gone crazy because of the bacteria brought in. He decided to show himself to the villagers to help him out. What? Is this how Oyashiro-sama was born? Okay. The alien was able to cure the villagers with highly advanced technology, but couldn't eradicate the bacteria completely. Since the villagers looked up to the alien as some sort of deity, the alien utilized its status to hand down specific rules to the villagers in order to stabilize the disease. The bacteria took a liking to Hinamizawa's habitat, so when the carrier of the disease left Hinamizawa, their symptoms would re-emerge. Therefore, the alien made it a rule not to leave the village. This leads to the legend of the transcendence of Onigafushi. The weird practices and miracles that the villagers performed were realized by means of the advanced technology that they received from the alien. Wahahaha, those maniacs do indeed have a colorful perspective on things, don't they? What the heck is going on? So after the whole Rena thing, the Great Hinamizawa disaster happened anyway? In this timeline? That's what I'm assuming happened. Okay. Do you remember Nostradamus' prophecies? People said that the world was going to end in 1999, but nothing happened in July, and people acted like they didn't even know about it. Those TV shows made people as scared as they could be, and then ignored the fact that it didn't happen. But Mio Takano did predict the Great Hinamizawa disaster. It's not a lie. Look at this page in the scrapbook. You must be joking. Akasaka-senpai, is this for real? As time passed, the bacteria stabilized in human bodies and became harmless. The alien and the bacteria began to fade away from people's minds. However, the alien lived on for hundreds of years with the protection of the 3 families. It still lives on as a spirit of the deity in the secret temple of the Furude Shrine. The alien manipulated the bacteria living inside of the villagers and maintained control over them for hundreds of years. The alien wanted to regain its power, and started researching on how to bring back the lost powers of the bacteria, etc., etc. Things get much stranger from there. How do things get much stranger from there? It's already crazy. People say that the disaster was actually part of the alien's plan to conquer the entire Earth by spreading the reawakened bacteria. You know? What if Rena was right? What if Rena was right? Everyone else was crazy except for her. She knew the truth. And Keiichi tried to stop her. You know? What if that's the world that we're living in? Oh my god. The Japanese government has a secret division that fights against alien invasions. And they trained at Area 2051 in the US! Yeah! America mentioned, let's go, etc., etc. And they moved in to stop the invasion by sealing off the entire village, and they killed all of the residents by using toxic gas. Wahaha! Hey, there's a movie just like that. Some black guy is the lead character. What was the title? Am I something? What? Am I? What movie are they talking about? Men in Black! Oh! Is that really what the plot of Men in Black is? Yeah, I know. It's too crazy to be real. But the writer of this bunch of bull, Mio Takano, was mysteriously murdered in June 1983. I have not seen Men in Black. Nope. All I know is the pen that makes you forget stuff. Oh my gosh! Right before her death, she gave us a scrapbook to a girl. She gave this scrapbook to a girl as if she knew she was going to die very soon. That girl is known as Girl A. Some guy who investigated the case was able to track down to a girl named Reina Ryugu. So, now, known as the Reina Ryugu theory on the internet. Reina Ryugu inherited Mio Takano's will by the means of the scrapbooks. She tried to fight against the planned invasion by holding a school hostage and demanding the local police uncover the aliens' plot. Of course, no one believed her. They assumed she was in a state of paranoia. Back then, people assumed that Reina Ryugu took Mio Takano's delusions seriously, was motivated to commit a poorly executed crime. When she held the school hostage, Reina Ryugu told police that there was an alien controlling the three families and that it was plotting bioterrorism on a massive scale. The very next day, the Great Hinamizawa disaster occurred. Whoa! What if she was right? The next day! The next day! Dude, what if she's right? What if she was right? She was freaking right, and we were all crazy to doubt her. Oh my god. Aliens are among us. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding. Couldn't it be just a coincidence? I don't know. According to people believe it's not just a coincidence. There are many inconsistencies in the SDF's immediately sealing off operation. Filling the swamp with concrete is one example. Several of the SDF soldiers who were on duty at the time testified that some people were conducting secret investigations outside the usual geological survey before the area was closed off. Of course, those who think it's just a coincidence say that the researchers simply took precautionary measures to keep unauthorized people out of the area. I'd have to agree with the latter people. People also questioned why they sealed off the village for such a long time. After its volcanic gas eruption, Miyake Island was only sealed off for 4 to 5 years. What happened in Hinamizawa was an exceptionally rare natural disaster, yet it was sealed off for over 20 years. Heard that residents of Miyake Island returned to their home island faster than originally intended because they had requested it so strongly. But in the case of Hinamizawa, there were no residents alive who wished to return in the first place. Perhaps the government took their time until they were absolutely certain that it was safe. This feels like a registering corkboard type of insane. Yeah, exactly. It really does. It really is that. Oh my god. The thing with Higurashi is that you never freaking know what is real and what isn't. Oh my god. How about this one? The SDF members who were all on the mission to seal off Hinamizawa had their blood samples taken periodically. Some of them were discharged from the mission without any explanation after the results came back. Some believe that they were using the members of the SDF as human test subjects to see if they got infected or not. Oh my god! I think they were just checking up on the members' health condition since they were in an area where the gas disaster occurred. Yeah, that seems a lot more likely. Besides, normal businessmen also take annual physical checkups, and they have their blood samples taken there as well. Yeah, I understand your point too. But I have another interesting theory. There's some people who believe that there was no gas emitted during the so-called Great Hinamizawa disaster. No volcanic gas? What does that mean? Basically what they're saying is that there was no volcanic gas and it was sort of a government cover-up. It's like in the Spielberg movie, you know? The one where humans make contact with UFOs? Oh my god. So many movies happened in 20 years. What is it called? Contact? I don't know. I haven't seen that one either. Yeah. Keiichi lived. Keiichi lived in that other timeline. Yeah. What the hell is a Spielberg? Oh my god. See, that's exactly how maniacs always explain things. What kind of basis do they have to say that there was no volcanic gas emission? Well, a bunch of those maniacs came to Hinamizawa as soon as the seal was lifted. According to them, the hydrogen sulfide and the volcanic gas should have caused some corrosion to the metallic objects and major damage to the wildlife. However, they found no such signs of disruption, which led them to claim that there was no volcanic gas to begin with. But this village was abandoned for 20 years. I thought that they could find anything anyway. Well, that's the thing with the internet. Can't believe everything you read on it. Oh my god. Akasaka-senpai, please don't tell me you're buying these stories. At first, I didn't. But lately, I'm beginning to think that there might be some truth to them. You believe in UFOs? Oh, come on. Well, what if the scrapbook is the real file number 34? Huh? This scrapbook is the one that Reina Ryugu possessed when she took the school hostage on June 25th, 1983. It was assumed to be lost during the confusion of the disaster, but Oishi-san's old friend was able to locate it in an evidence storage at the prefectural police headquarters. Back then, Oishi thought Reina Ryugu was delusional, but after reading this again after the Great Hinamizawa disaster, some of the contents seemed to hold vital clues. It's not the alien part that he was interested in, but her theory that the endemic disease of parasitic microbes in Hinamizawa was responsible for the curse of Yashuda-sama. But how do you explain Mio's, 9 other scrapbooks that detail different things going wrong? Of course, there's no proof that such microbes existed, so it remains at a theoretical level. Oishi-san says that the 3 families might have been researching how to bring back the original deadlier microbe in order to revive the religious devotion the villagers used to have. Forget about the other scrapbooks. What? What do you mean forget about them? She got lucky and one of her conspiracy theories was true. Yeah. The Great Hinamizawa disaster could be an experiment that went wrong. This theory is also based on the theories and myths he found on the internet. The village clinic's chief doctor died mysteriously right before the Great Hinamizawa disaster. What? Irie also died that night? Or that morning? Oh. A girl, Rika Furude, was brutally murdered on the night Reina Ryugu took the school hostage. What the heck happened? What? Okay, so this whole chapter has in common Chapter 1, Chapter 3, and Chapter 4. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. What the heck? Okay. So as much as Keiichi wanted to stop it, he couldn't stop it. Stuff still went wrong. Could have been an underground research lab beneath the village clinic, and Dr. Irie could have been forced to do microbiological research, but he couldn't live on with his own sins and committed suicide. Yeah, that's how he died in Chapter 3. He died from, quote-unquote suicide. But we don't know how he died, really. Rika Furude could have been brutally murdered in a sacrifice for some sort of ritual ceremony in the name of Yashuda-sama's revival. However, their experiment went wrong. Instead of the microbes being parasitic in the villagers, they became a killer virus. And they exterminated the entire village in one night. It's obvious that it wasn't a simple gas disaster. Cannot ignore the fact that one girl predicted a bioterrorist attack right before the disaster, and that several villagers died mysteriously. Mio Takano herself, who wrote about all that in the scrapbook. It doesn't sound right to say that the Great Hinamizawa disaster was an unpredicted and coincidental natural disaster. When you read this file number 34, it's obvious. Did Keiichi survive in this timeline? It didn't say anything about it. They said everyone died, so I think Keiichi was also included in that. He's also dead in this version. So, you're saying that the Great Hinamizawa disaster wasn't a rare natural disaster, but it was in fact an act of bioterrorism by some cultists. In the modern era, everyone in Japan knows about the shocking incident where a doomsday cult created a nerve gas sarin and unleashed it for the purposes of mass murder. But in the 80s, the idea of a single cult being able to carry out such an act of terrorism didn't even cross our minds. Some also whisper that the SDF kept the area sealed for so long so they could study some lethal virus, but I'm not convinced. At least this story sounds more convincing than the ones with aliens and UFOs. The idea of cultists and doomed at domestic terrorism sounds more rational. maybe there really was a UFO that crash landed. When Reina Ryugu took the school hostage, one of her demands was for the police to have them pull out the wreckage of the UFO from the Onigafuchi swamp. That's ridiculous. Well, even if I wanted to make sure if it's ridiculous or not, look at it. Swamp is filled in with concrete several meters thick. There's no way we can check. This is all because of that ridiculous construction that doesn't even have anything to do with the volcanic gas. That doesn't have anything to prevent the volcanic gas. Well then, the only way to prove Akasaka-senpai's theory would be to try to find a survivor of Hinamizawa. Try to find the microbe in him or her. Sadly, it's almost impossible. After the Great Hinamizawa disaster, some survivors were subject to a witch hunt. Okay, so there were some survivors. Okay. Just use the concrete dissolving potion to... Yeah, I mean, just get like a sledgehammer or something. So, even if there are any survivors, they won't tell you that they're from this area. Right after the disaster, some people who were from Hinamizawa started displaying erratic behavior. When they started dying mysteriously and committing suicide in strange ways, people got scared of them and chased them out of their neighborhoods. The government was practically useless in protecting their safety, or their privacy at the time, so the former residents of Hinamizawa lied about where they were from and have kept it that way since. In that case, it's a dead end. But it's my duty as a cop to keep trying. There's enough circumstantial evidence to say that the Great Hinamizawa disaster wasn't a natural one. If I could grab a hold of one piece of concrete proof, the proof below my feet, I think I could start reeling in the truth behind all of this. Yeah, but it's been over 20 years. The truth might be lying somewhere very deep in the darkness. It's true. I might not find any answers. It's already the 21st century. What happened in Hinamizawa in June 1983? Only factual evidence that I had was that Miyo Takano mysteriously died and left her scrapbook predicting a bioterrorist attack. A young girl took the school hostage to make people listen to this prediction, but no one took it seriously. The chief doctor of the village clinic committed suicide. People believed that the little girl, Rika Furude, was a reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama and was brutally murdered. What was the truth behind this scrapbook? Was it written to reveal a huge conspiracy? Or was it just a bunch of delusions written by an occult maniac? If the contents of this scrapbook were true, the disaster could have been avoided if we heeded the warnings of one girl. You know, it's kind of explaining everything that the game is about. Like, this is a good summary. Is a really good summary of, like, everything. Hold on, the mic is gonna creak. Or maybe not. Okay, go, quick. If they weren't true, then who created the disaster to follow the scenario of the scrapbook? The moral of the story is listen to women. After the sarin nerve gas incident, the words mind control came into the spotlight. In contrast to brainwashing, which can easily force a person to commit certain acts in the short term, mind control takes a long time to gradually make the person believe that what he or she must do is the right thing to do, and to act upon it as if it were his or her own idea. It's a form of character alteration which is far more serious than brainwashing. The cult behind the sarin gas incident induced fear and anxiety into its members through its revelations of doomsday. At the same time, they ordered them to do certain things as a means of salvation and had them do so voluntarily. The formula was quite similar to how Reina Ryugu became a puppet of file number 34. So, does this mean that Reina Ryugu was mind-controlled by someone? Does that mean that the cult of that mind-controlled her tried to cause the end of the world in order to increase the credibility of their teachings, just like the other cult did? Would that make file number 34 some sort of religious textbook for them? When I lose my grip on what's true and what's not, it sometimes makes me feel like someone might be laughing in amusement at this disaster. The scrapbook was like a script. It's a script for the tragedy that would take the lives of thousands of villagers in one night. It's a script for demons who laugh at the loss of human life. Someone wrote this script. And that someone is me, Ryukashi 7. Someone performed it. Someone watched the show and laughed. That's me, VampyTK. And you guys. Damn it. What the hell happened in Hinamizawa in June 1983? Higurashi, when they cry. That was crazy. That was awesome. Oh my god. That was so good. That was so good. That was so good. That was so good. Oh my god, that was amazing. That was so freaking good. That was awesome. Damn, I wish he never showed up. Well, he's freaking old as heck. He's probably like 70 or 80 at that point. Leave him alone. But now we're gonna go to the staff room and hear what the guys gotta say about it. Okay. Parallel Equinox, which I'm pretty sure I know who you are, right? I think. The staff room is the place where all the characters get to talk about what happened, like it was some sort of play. Like it wasn't real, like nothing happened. It's very interesting. He retired to Hokkaido to do ballroom dancing. Let him be. Exactly. Leave him alone. Okay. Staff room. Hello, my name is Ryukishi07. I hope you enjoyed playing Higurashi when they cry. Ho! Chapter 6, Tsumihoroboshi. How do you know who I am? Maybe, I don't know. There are several themes I wanted to write in this chapter, but I'd like to talk about one of them here. It's about the denial of murder. This is something I had to write sooner or later, since this novel is about serial murders. There are two means that youngsters in particular these days use to solve problems, which are murder and suicide. When we feel stress, we choose to either get rid of the source of the stress or to get away from it. Let's say you're bullied by a kid at school. You have two ways to solve the problem. No. No. Ryukishi, this is not how you solve the problem. You either choose to get rid of the kid from the current environment or to get away from the environment itself. Usually, bullies are stronger and have their underlings, so you don't have a chance alone to get rid of them. It's also not easy to switch classes or to quit school, so you can't easily get away from the situation. As a result, the situation gets worse day by day, and the stress urges you to solve the problem immediately. And you come up with murder or suicide as easy solutions. If suicide is considered defeat, you'd want to consider murder. I feel like there are many people who think that way. Oh, definitely. However, if you actually committed a murder, it wouldn't be easy to pay for the sin. I believe murderers know that as well too. But if you really hate a bully who pushed you to the limit, where you have no choice but to kill him, so, with the determination that turns your entire life upside down, you commit murder. But if you have such strong determination, there have to be more ways to take than opting for murder, which should be the last resort. You can talk to your friends. If that doesn't work, you can talk to your family. If that doesn't work, you can talk to your teacher. If that doesn't work, then what? There have to be more ways. If you have the determination to give up on your life by committing murder, there have to be more ways. Our modern era is better than any era before it. There are many hotlines that you can call to talk to someone. Even if you don't have any friends or family, there are many places you can go for help. People who will answer the phone aren't amateurs. They're volunteers, but they're also veterans who have worked as social workers or juvenile counselors for a long time. I can assure you that they have more social experience and passion than your parents do. Oh, wow. People who work to help people for free can't be bad people. Aww, that's such... I feel like you have to have a lot of hope in society to believe that. But I'd like to believe that as well, you know? Dragon Knight 7 actually doing a real after-school special PSA. Yeah, what the heck? Where's the fun part? Where we talk about the characters? Why is it getting so real? Goodness. If you feel like you have no choice but to kill the bully or commit suicide, please try to call those hotlines. People who think it's useless to talk to others usually haven't really talked to anyone. That's so true! Oh my god, that's so true. Have the courage to call. There will be somebody you can completely rely on at the other end of the line. Don't keep it to yourself. Talk to somebody. Ryukishi07 wrote such a long story just to tell you this. He must be a very poor writer. Oh my god. So, Ryukishi07 wants to talk to you all rather than worrying all by himself. How can I write even more entertaining stories? Better laugh. 07 expansion, Ryukishi07. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. That's how you know this story has so much passion behind it. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's it? That's it? We don't get to talk to the characters in this one. Where's my fun times? No! Oh, no! 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 That's it! That's it! That's it? What is character jump? Oh, okay. Tsumihoroboshi, day 26. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. What do you mean, day 26? What does that mean? Is it just the chapters? Because there's not 26 chapters. What? Yeah, it's just the chapters. Then why is it called day? But there's not that many chapters. Because the chapter we were at was chapter 11. So I guess days are different than chapters. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh my god, we don't get any context from the characters and how they feel about this. Disappointing. But, wow. That's... God, I freaking love Higurashi so much. It's literally about freaking humanity, dude. It's about people freaking depending on each other. And it's about, like, having faith in other people. See, what Higurashi doesn't really cover yet, anyway, is about a friend who stops being a friend and who doesn't want to be a friend anymore. So you can't trust that friend anymore because they're not a friend anymore. You know? Because all this is about people who still want to be friends. But what if somebody just doesn't want to be a friend? I guess maybe in Satoshi's case, maybe that's what it was. I don't know. It's about how rural people are weird. That's, I guess, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what it's about. Well, yeah, this is focusing on the belief in the fundamental goodness of people. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why it hits so hard for me. Because I want to believe that so hard, but I also have that freaking deep paranoia inside myself that everyone sucks and they're out to get me. You know? It's crazy. It's crazy. Do other people experience that? Do you guys get what I'm talking about? I don't know. As a rural American, confirm, rural people are all freaks. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Not really? Well, I mean, that's good then. I guess, right? Crazy. But amazing. Amazing. You know, after Higurashi is all over, I might do a ginormous all-around not compilation, but like just all my thoughts about everything and like the various things it touches. I don't know. It's something I really want to do. Yeah, retrospective, yeah. Yeah. I'd really want to do that. Somebody's probably already done it already, but I don't freaking care. I'm better, so, I can do a better one. Not to say anything, but, but thank you guys for coming with me on this journey, and we will be sure to start the next chapter in a week or two. Because that'll be so much fun. Oh my god. I can't even tell you who's on the cover. I can't even tell you who's on the cover of the next one, because it's a character that you guys have never met before. Well, unless you know then you're a knower. But Lamau, because I'm a knower. Yeah, crazy how we're actually gonna meet a new character for the first time in this entire freaking thing. In the entire, like, 5 chapters, we're gonna meet a new character. But, you know. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Have a good bite. Yeah. Rinna was new. Oh, frick, you're right. She doesn't matter, though. This is a character that matters. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. Hold on. This is the last time you're gonna see Ghostbee. I get revived in 2 days. Wish me luck, guys. Bye-bye.